Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of these designs. They were done using this script developed by myself and Loren Sherman back in 2011, and it uses a combination of these different letter stems, so these black shapes here, in conjunction with dots, which are these here, and lines, which are these here. And you combine those dots with the letter stems or lines with the letter stems to make the consonants. And vowels are these colorful, smaller circles here. And vowels in these designs I kept at a relatively consistent size, so you can tell what is a vowel and what is not. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to reading this design. So I have these two designs here. They actually say the same word twice. And I did this design for a little bit of reading practice because it's in a fairly simple style and rather straightforward. So we have our sentence circle going around the designs. This one is dashed just because it's an optional line that you don't need to have there. Plus, I think it looks more delicate when it's a dashed line on a tattoo. Some sort of like fine line feels kind of like shading. Whereas these are just images for practice. So we have the bottom of our sentence circle marked with this start and rotation indicator, which is that guy there. And you can also put those start markers on the word circle itself so you know that everything, so this is technically, I guess, the bottom, but if it's rotated like this, our first letters are still at the bottom of the design, and I wanted it lined up like this so there's that nice symmetry for that wrist tattoo. Anyway, so here's where we start reading for these designs, and that means our first letter of this word is right here. This is a completed circle, so there are 1, 2, 3 letter stems. There's this completed circle here, there's a shallow divot here, and there's a deep divot here. And this completed circle has a line passing through it, but no lines ending on it, and lines count when they end on a letter stem. So this is a J with no modifiers. And then we have an O right here. And this O is attached to it like a bead on a string, like that one right there. Follow that down, that's an O. And then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So we're in the 3-line column and the shallow divot row. That makes it an S. Here's the I line going inwards. And then here's the A outside our word circle like that. And then we have the H, deep divot with 1, 2 lines. So Josiah. And this is fairly simple with all the lines straight and nothing too kind of overlapping or crazy. Whereas this design is more artistic and has a little bit more style and a couple of the extra rules here. So we start at the bottom again. Here's another J. It's got a line going through it just like that one. And there's the O. Then we continue around. Here's the shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines. So these 2 thick lines plus that thin one ends on it. So that's the S. And now we have 2 vowels together. And because these are stacked all within the same letter stem, we look at our letter stacking rules. And consonants are read before vowels. So there's the S before those 2 vowels. And then you read thin to thick. So here's a thin line vowel, and there's the thick line vowel. So that would be the I and then the A. And then last but not least, we have the H with 1, 2 lines on it, just like that there. So there's another Josiah. So these two both say the same thing. And then our last word here is a bit trickier. It's a longer word. And there are 2 word circles nested inside each other. So we have this word circle as well as this word circle. And that's just because this is a particularly long word. And reading order is bottom counterclockwise, and you spiral inwards. So it's like bottom counterclockwise, and then we spiral inwards to this next word circle. So that means this is our first letter. And this has a line radiating outwards. That makes it a U. So U's have a line going out, I's have a line going in. So our first letter is a U. And this A actually goes with this letter. We know that they can't be in the same position because these are 2 different vowels and they're the same line thickness. So that is another clue that this vowel goes here and is an A attached to this word circle stem. Plus, I put this little modifier line to kind of help visually separate these 2. So anyway, this is a U. Then we have this N, 1 line on it. Then we have a B. A B is a deep divot with no modifiers, and R has 1, 2, 3 dots. There's the 3 dots there. E on the line of the word circle, A outside the word circle, and then we have this K, 1, 2 dots on a circle inside the word circle. And you know, this consonant is kind of small compared to the vowels, And this design, I still feel like that line thickness is a big clue as to what the vowels are. Plus, this circle is the same size as that circle, and these are both vowels. These are both consonants. This is the N and this is the K. So we have unbreak in our outer word circle, and then we have the A, B, L with 1, 2, 3 dots, and then the E attached to it. So that would be the able. So unbreakable is this design. So yep, those are those, and I hope you like them. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to let me know. And yeah, I hope you like your designs. Thanks. Bye.